Hi, I'm Professor Chuck. Welcome to another week of Secret Shakespeare. This week we'll be watching the video of The Lion King, the 2019 remake of the classic Disney 1994 animated film. This one's also animated, although it may not look animated since it's basically photorealistic CGI. I wanted to include this particular movie because it's so widely considered to be influenced by Shakespeare, to the point, in fact, that a lot of people think that this film is a direct retelling of Hamlet. Um, Now, I would disagree actually with that assessment. I think it has some elements in common with Hamlet, but those story elements I don't think necessarily qualify it as a true update or retelling of Hamlet. It also has some elements in common with Shakespeare's other great tragedy, Macbeth. And we'll look at some of the commonalities there as well. I also think that there is a relationship in The Lion King, specifically the relationship between Simba and the warthog Pumbaa, which is also influenced by Shakespeare. In the Shakespeare histories of King Henry IV, Henry IV Parts 1 and 2, there's a relationship between young Prince Hal and Sir John Falstaff, who's an older soldier, sort of an unsavory character who basically corrupts Hal by teaching him to drink and gamble and womanize and all these sorts of things, and tells him honor doesn't matter, none of these things matter. And that seems to me to be a little bit reminiscent of a relationship that we see between Simba and Pumbaa. I would encourage you to read my postings online, again on professorchuck.com. I have an extensive description of the things that I see as being major commonalities as well as major differences between these individual Shakespeare plays and The Lion King. But overall, I think we could definitely say that The Lion King shows some influence of Shakespeare. And that's why it's worthy of our consideration this week. So look again at professorchuck.com. I've posted a viewing guide as well as this week's discussion questions. And for the discussion questions, I'm going to ask you to try out actually listening to some soliloquies, some speeches from a couple Shakespeare plays, and see if you can compare what you see as the worldview or the philosophies presented in those speeches with some of the ideas, some of the worldviews that we see presented to us in The Lion King. So I think it's going to be another fun exploration for us. We're going to do some different things this week, and I'm glad to have you back again. I look forward to hearing your responses, and I'll see you next week. Happy viewing this week. Stay home, everybody. Stay well.